Today we're going to talk about your productivity. Race drivers, this is Enzo with the Race Driver Coach Show from a little bit of a different background. This isn't the office. In fact, I've just landed. I'm in Barcelona airport and I'm in the corner of the rental car park at the minute. But you know what? This is the first lesson. I didn't mean to talk about this, but this is the first lesson. If you want to do any kind of vlogging, if it doesn't matter about the equipment. I know the sound for the podcast people now listen on the podcast. This isn't going to be a great sound because it's from the iPhone. And you know, the footage is from the iPhone, so it's not all polished, but it doesn't need to be. So if you're doing vlogs, or if you're thinking of doing vlogs, but what's holding you back from doing as many as you think is my sound isn't perfect, the visuals are not perfect, my editing's not there yet, or my background isn't quite nice. It doesn't matter. Just get the videos out. Content on your social media just needs to be content. It doesn't need to be polished all the time. In fact, I think now people like raw material more than the polished. You can spend all this money on microphones and everything, but to be fair, if what you're saying or what you're showing is good, it's entertaining or it's informative or whatever it is, whatever angle you're going for, just get it out there. Do not let these things hold you back from putting content out there, because it's rubbish. Just get something out. It doesn't matter. It's like, this is not perfect, but I've got to do it. And the second lesson from this, again, not what I was going to talk about, but if you're committed to something like me bringing these shows to you every single Monday, then you've got to stick to it. I could have easily said, well, you know, it's been a busy week and now we're in Barcelona testing. I didn't have time to do the video, but that's not really my standard. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. This is one of the ingredients to succeeding, really. It's like I am a person of my word, but it's more like I'm disciplined and I stick to it. I will find a way. And me providing value to the people, the race drivers that are watching this, anybody who's listening and watching this, is so damn important, then I'll just find a way. So no matter where it is, even if I'm on the toilet, I'll bloody do a vlog just to talk to you guys. So I want you to do the same. Stick to your word. And if you say you're going to do something, actually follow through. Be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Be disciplined. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about, but it's all related. So today I want to really, I was on the plane thinking, what should I talk about today to you beautiful race drivers? And the thing that came out for me mostly when I looked through the questions that you've all sent, one recurring thing is I'm getting the same messages from people 5 years ago. They want to be race drivers. They want to be a fighter pilot, whatever it is that they really want out of life. Their dream is still there, but they're no closer. They're just older with the same dream, but it's not really materializing. And that's a horrible position to be in. To know what you want so clearly and to know why you want it and how much you're driven to do it, yet you're no closer. That's like being in some kind of nightmare prison where you're doing the same thing every day and getting no further. It's horrible. And even to the point where your parents or somebody you respect or want to prove something to, prove your worth and how good you are, they'll ask you like 6 months time, how's the dream going? Are you any closer? And you have to say, nah, because I'm still waiting for this person to get back to me. I'm still waiting for this. It's not quite the right time. And you know deep down that it's a load of crap. You know deep down that it's burning, it's hurting, that you're no further closer and you can't report to them the progress you've made, and it's horrible. So this video is about that, because we've all been there. We've all got something in life that we want in different areas of our lives. There's always something that you want, but you're no closer because you're not putting the time in the right way. Now, when it comes to dreams, it's up here. A lot of it is in the head. It's visualizing the future of what you want and the life you want, whether it's earning money, whether it's becoming an F1 world champion. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it's up there in the head. The problem is with a lot of people, we've all done this, by the way, it stays in the head. We feel like we're making progress towards a dream and a goal by just thinking about it, by again doing some research, going to do this online course, whatever it is, an online course of how to sell and all this. and filling out our head full of information of how to do it. Yet, when you look at the map of life and you see the destination of where you are and what you really want, the dream, you're not really getting any closer. You're probably making one slightly small step per month towards it, but it's nowhere near as aggressive enough. Not quick enough. If you carry on doing, say you want to do a marathon, but you're only doing one step per month, how long is it going to take to do that marathon? Too long. You're probably too old by the time you even get it halfway, or you give up, or life takes over and you've got to start paying the bills, so the dream takes a back seat, basically. It's over there. That's what most people do. They have this burning desire to do something, but they're not walking it. And I just want to have this video today just to remind you, and just take a look at your own life and your own productivity and seeing if you are being proactive enough. If you are taking steps every single day, even if it's just one step, one phone call to somebody who could help, one brochure that you put together and you sent it to somebody who could also join your dream, your journey, or you're selling to them or something. Because if you're not doing it daily, and you hear this to death on all these motivational quotes and videos, if you're not doing it daily, again, you're not taking the steps towards it. And you've got to live the life of just dreaming but not doing. That is career suicide. So I just want to show you something now. I'm doing this from the car, so the editing's not great, as I say, but if you just take a look at this, this is the kind of to-do list that I use. I've changed the titles at the top to talk about what you're really looking at, so like fitness and sponsorship. But you see that's what I do. And for the company, I've got like marketing, I've got sales, I've got servicing, which is servicing the clients that I've got, the jobs I've got to do. It's a to-do list. And then other underneath. And a motto at the top of what's my quote for the day? I could just put, kill it today, Enzo. And that one suggestion at the top sets up the mindset I'm going to have that day. So I wake up in the morning, I do my priming. So I get this mind ready, I do a bit of exercise, I'm buzzing before I even start the day, which I'll show you on another video what I do. Everybody who's on the Race Driver newsletter knows what I do because I've already taught you through it, but I'll do it as an episode as well, how I prime my mind to get the day, to make sure I'm ready for the day and at my best. So I do that. Then I fill out this job list, which is just a job list. It's not perfect. Some people say don't have to-do lists, but it works for me. And I say, right, in the marketing area, what's one or two things I could do today? Write it down. Big tick box on the left when it's done. Sales, what could I do? Sales. Servicing, what have I got to do for the clients? And other could be anything. It's having meetings with people or other jobs I've got to do. Go to the gym even. So that one to-do list has helped my career no end. And all it is a pad that I made myself. And when I make sure I've got the right mindset for the day, I remind myself at the top by putting the motto of this is what I'm going to be today, who I'm going to be. And these are the jobs I am absolutely determined to complete this day. And I know if I can just do that, it will be a successful day. And the tasks on this to-do list are pushing my comfort zone. It's like, I could easily put this off. I'm a bit nervous about calling that person. Right, it's going on the list. If I could maximize this day, what would be the one job in each area? And I get to the end of the day and feel like this has been a good day. That's going on the list. And I want you to do the same. So it's a very simple, if you're process, but if you're a race driver, if you're going for any kind of career, fighter pilot, it doesn't matter. You've got say 1,000 tasks you've got to do that are going to get you through the door. 1,000 different actions, forward moving actions that you're going to have to take before life says, okay, I can see you're working hard enough. I'm going to throw you a bone now. So if you're going to get through them 1,000 tasks, 1,000 phone calls to people, 1,000 brochures, whatever it is that you've got to do, you have got to start to do it. But you've got to hold yourself accountable. You've got to have this. Making sure your mindset's right is great. You don't need that. Really, what you need is the forward moving actions that force you to get closer. And there's one of the main values that human beings are addicted to. That's progress. Personal growth. That forward moving action is something we are addicted to. It is growth, right? But you're growing towards a career. And you've got to make sure that you have that every day. Every day that you work, go on holidays and have days off, fine. But every day that you are working on your career, you have to fill it full of things that push you forward and broaden your comfort zone. And just doing it intellectually, thinking, I know I've got to do so-and-so today, that's not good enough. Have a to-do list like this, like the one I've shown. Design one yourself, go onto Canva. And I'll actually, over the next few weeks, I'll put this up on the racedrivercoach.com for you to download, and you can edit it as you like. That'll be a good idea. So just hold yourself accountable. These are the jobs I'm definitely going to do today. And then you get to the end of the day, and even if you've only done half of them, you've still gone forward. How simple is that? It is simple, but progressing into a career or through a career is simple. It might not be easy, the tasks you put on there, but the process is very obvious. I have got to get up here to whatever it is. It's going to take these 1,000 actions. I've got to make sure I do at least 2-3 a day in each area. So one main thing in each area that will force me to go forward. Obvious or what? It really is. Most of the things we talk about here are obvious, but really this is just to help you reset this week and say, right, I've got to win this week. By the end of this week, I want X to be done. I want to achieve that, whatever that is. Bring it back down to what you can do today. Have a very specific job list that pushes you. You fill it out in the morning and you spend the day doing them tasks. And if, say, you've got call so-and-so or have a conversation with so-and-so because you want to sell to them, do not tick that box of completion until you've spoke to them about that topic. It's not, oh yeah, I tried them and I left a voicemail. That doesn't count because the job is not complete. So you put jobs on there that need action, and the action needs to be ticked off and done. Then it classes as you've done it. So it's no shortcuts here. Hold yourself accountable. Be disciplined. Every day do this. And I tell you what, if you did this like for 200 days of the year, can you imagine where those actions would take you? How many conversations you'd have with people that can help? You're much more likely to succeed just by having this piece of paper with jobs on it and being dedicated to maximizing every day. That is putting every step in place to complete the marathon. That's what I want you to do. Please take this on. It's obvious, but it helps. Thanks for watching or listening. I'll see you next time.